Hello everybody, my name is Jacob, and welcome back to SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. So we've seen pretty much everything the game has to offer in terms of differences of controls so far, but the only thing we haven't seen how different it is the sliding. So let's hop in. Oh yeah. This is a little stiffer. I don't really feel a sense of momentum compared to the original game. In the original game, there was a really great sense of, like, I need to course correct ahead of time, whereas this... Whoa, yeah. There was no speed there, too. Hold on. Let me show you a little bit of what I mean. No animation on the box at all? Really? That feels a little cheap. But so, like, in the original... there was this really huge sense of, like, if I didn't course correct, I would slide right into the wall, whereas now it's just like, as long as my camera's pointed the right way, everything will be fine.
Boy, Patrick will be glad to have this
and
back.
It took me 2 tries to get that sock, just because it felt... The original game, you still had a sense of momentum, even when you hit things, when you were sliding, because it was a sense of, like, you're going really fast. You have Patrick to help him, but he's unreachable. Maybe these switches will create a way. The robots are guarding them heavily. You'll have to battle through. Okay. But, like, that was just, like, the moment I hit it. Just immediate, no more speed. Just complete lack of speed. Which is weird and kind of disappointing a little bit. That's going to make 2 of my favorite levels. The Sandy's Dream portion of SpongeBob's Dream and Sand Mountain feel a lot less fun, I think. But we'll see. Maybe they still feel fun in the long run. We'll see. I don't like that flashing animation, gotta say. That, like, oh, SpongeBob is flashing colors. Wow, really? I definitely thought I made that, but whatever. Again, the loading screen, like, is it really that much to load on this? Wow, that was my fault. Hit the wrong button for a sec. Don't know why I hit the wrong button. You gonna activate checkpoint? Thank you. Oh, is the music glitched now? I think the music is glitched now. It's not doing the, like, fun action music. That's unfortunate. I gotta say... Yeah, see? Just taking down one robot, not really a Sponginator opportunity. I also don't know, I will admit, I don't know what engine the original game was made in, so I don't know if it was as simple as, like, hey, you just need to port it over to, like, hey, we just need to add in better textures and models into this old engine, or if that was even possible. And they had to go from scratch, because I'm pretty sure this is just Unreal, and not the original engine. But yeah, it definitely feels a tiny bit heavier, and, like, it feels weird to say, but, like, it feels like he's a wet sponge. Which is not a bad thing. You still get a great sense of momentum. You still get a great sense of force. Like, he goes where you want him to go. And for the people who played the original, it's not a huge difference.
Hey, SpongeBob!
Whew, thank goodness
Yeah, see, he said, hey, SpongeBob, and...
Well, of course, SpongeBob. Why wouldn't I be?
His lip syncing is exact. Whereas
Oh, yeah,
SpongeBob
I
is just,
found
like,
this for ya. I don't know what
talking,
it is, but it
just
looks important.
talking.
Okay.
Wow, Patrick can hit in midair now. He could not do that in the original game. That's going to add a whole... That was almost like a tactical advantage of being SpongeBob, was that Patrick couldn't hit in midair. There's a throw fruit. Press B to pick it up. Okay. Gotta check with all these controls that... Yeah, animation's exactly the same. B to throw. Wow, that watermelon, like, did not go anywhere. Patrick picking himself up off the... Oh! That's... Wow! That's pretty cool, actually. So the jump up is picking himself up off the ground, whereas just one jump. He actually does his butt stomp from the movie game. That's interesting. Why? Oh, don't do that.
Carry a lot of stuff around.
I will really hate if the game does that for everything. Like, hey, we made the platforms things that you could throw to and like target to make things easier. Whereas if I don't target and I just throw it, that seems like the momentum is a lot more accurate. Whereas otherwise it just it moves too fast almost. Yeah, it definitely moves too fast for like what I'm doing. Like if they slowed the throw fruit down just a little bit, it wouldn't feel as weird. And I'm assuming it's the same thing for throwing. Well, I would have been able to assume, but I looked the wrong way.
Hey, you barnacle head! Watch where you're going!
Oh, Plankton, the underside of your tongue did not get finished being textured. I love the way his eyes look.
I am at your command.
Down here, you big pink.
Oh, hi there, Mr. Plankton.
This is pretty good.
Very tempting.
I was in an undesirable position yesterday.
And now my neck hurts.
My large future minion.
Well, then
I wonder
might
how
spend-
easy it would be for someone to just remake the movie game and then port all these assets. I have no idea. Maybe very easy, maybe not easy at all.
Scary dark cave.
Yeah, every sound effect is exactly the same. I'm loving the way these little volcano things look. Like, this... I can't say it's a perfect remake, because there are some tiny little finicky things that I have to say about it that I don't like, but it's a very good remake. I think the goal of a remake should be to recapture the spirit of the original game and pretty much, in a way, replace it, but not necessarily. Ooh, I like the new effect of, like, they go straight into the ground, and then you can tell when they're about to poke up because they rise a little bit. I like that new effect. And now Patrick can hit things in the air without having to throw fruit at them. Which is a tiny bit disappointing, because that was a strategic thing that you could do. Was that a robot sound effect when the jellyfish hit me? Interesting. Interesting. Who knows how, like, all these little glitchy things and stuff that I'm running into, that could just be like, oh, hey, those are things we meant to finish last minute, and just forgot to. Or like, we're working on patching out those tiny little things in a patch. See, like this is now immediately easier because I can just bust right through that, whereas the original was like, hey, you gotta wait a second for the thing to explode, and it was a part of the strategy. Yeah, like, I hate that. Don't do that. That takes so much of the strategy away. Like, up here, understandable, because I'm throwing it onto another fruit. But, like, don't do that up there, like, with just a regular platform. Hold on just one moment, though. Excuse me, just gonna grab that. Oh, they both exploded. Interesting. Alright, camera, come on. You're worse than in the original game. Was not this bad. Yeah, if I pick this up, it's gonna... Yeah, I don't like that. Not at all. Like, I get it. The game is made for children. Yeah, now the teleport box thing pops up. Did not pop up before. Yeah, okay. For some reason, Patrick's slide feels closer to normal to me than SpongeBob's. I don't know if they did that because, like, oh, Patrick is heavier, but yeah. Oh, the textures on these rocks are amazing. These look really good. Yeah, those definitely look awesome. Really hate... Okay, he does slide. Really hate those new timers. They look bland and they lack the personality. Just gonna go out and say it. I am not a fan. Okay. Normally you can wait... In the original game, you could wait those out and really, like, test... Wow, that jellyfish was going backwards. You could really toy with, like, how much longer you had and, like, jump at the very last second, but guess not. I do like the effect of the water being frozen, though. I probably won't start talking about, like, oh, I liked this thing, I didn't like this thing throughout the whole game, just because a lot of my perspective on this game comes from the original, so I probably will. How do they look when I knock them out? Oh, they don't have the little... They don't have little, like... They had, like, almost Tweety birds, but for robots around their heads in the original. And the fact that they don't have that is a little disappointing to me. Oh, well. Oh, can see it. Clipping model, clipping model. They don't have him doing his little lap, which is a tiny bit disappointing, but whatever. It's all good. Can I not just see? Interesting. Considering they expanded the game so that you could see a lot more around you, it's interesting that they decided to cut off right there.
You're looking for the king jellyfish.
I am indeed.
Good thing, too. That monster has been
Oh boy, Mr. Crab.
I'll go see what I can do.
Ooh, a present
Oh,
everyone.
what? Did they add a Duplicatotron over there? I don't mind that this guy now has a circular bottle. I liked the rectangle bottle, but yeah, it's fine. Yeah, just in the original, he had a rectangular, like almost like a refrigerator-looking bottle, and in this one, he doesn't. He has a tube, like a ketchup bottle-looking thingy. Let me see what the animation is when I get on the sand, because there are custom ones. Should be. Yeah, he's running around looking all weird. And Hans comes in to save you. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, the instant. That's how it looked in the original game. Dude, Patrick's smile is a little bit, yeah, they take 2 hits. And, gotta say, now that I actually played it, because I criticized it a little bit and whenever I watched the trailers and stuff, really genuinely do not mind the aiming reticles, or like the like warning shots of like, this is where it's gonna land. I think my biggest problem so far is momentum for things other than characters. Like, the attacks move pretty good, they jump pretty good, even that knockback was pretty good, but like, it's stuff like when Patrick threw the fruit, the momentum of the fruit was terrible. The momentum of the tikis is terrible when you throw them. So I am really concerned with stuff like Sandy's glide. How does that feel? SpongeBob's bubble bowl. How does that feel? Because like even this cork here feels pretty good. Looks pretty good. Feels pretty good. Oh, wait, hold on. I hated the way the bus looked in the trailer. Please be better. Okay, it is better. They don't stay for as long as they did in the original, but it is better. That must have just been the angle. I don't like that camera pan around. Just let me take control of the character. But yeah, it definitely looked weird in the original. Well, no battle music? Really? Interesting. And okay, so any little ground butt stomp pound thingy that Patrick does will knock out the robots. Oh, whoops, sorry. Oh, they don't stay frozen for as long either, I don't think. Maybe I'm just misremembering, though. That's always a possibility. Come on, throw me another. Yeah, like, it makes sense for the momentum on the cans to be a little weird, because those are quite literally canned, whereas stuff like the watermelons and the throw fruit and the stuff like that should be set. It should be like they will always move like this, as opposed to the weird floaty way that they look now. I don't know. It's definitely, I think if anything is going to bug me about this remake, it's going to be those little things. Way more than anything else. Because it's one of those things where you can play the games back to back and know, like, okay, we got this wrong, we need to fix this, etc., etc. For the major stuff. It's the really tiny things that are going to not really stand out as much. Oh, I do love the new sound effect for the tartar guy. Really, really great. Some of the hit sounds are a little weak, though. That just sounded like I was hitting glass, but not a huge deal. I do like I can hear the wood splintering, which is a nice effect. Always pretty good.
I feel like a new sponge. Tartar sauce. Tartar.
Yeah, blow up. Wow, he wasn't even... He moved away. Interesting. Oh, no, he only got hit once. That's right.
Get it? Just my size.
Yeah. This guy looking like he got Play-Doh on his face. Go ahead and get this guy, just for the... Oh! His first little blast got stuck on his body. Interesting. And again, any problem that I have, it's purely subjective. I do like that those just pop in and out of existence. Adds a little bit of an otherworldly effect to it, even though I do miss the flash of bubbles that accompany it. But yeah, loving this so far, really enjoying it. The speed is again something that I'm just gonna have to get used to, but I'm pretty sure I will. After all, I'm already... If it was really an issue, I would be having trouble making hits. I would be having trouble, like, avoiding things, doing damage, but clearly I'm not. Because I'm doing it. And all the little errors that I'm having are small.
I feel like a new sponge.
Yeah, another example of parallaxing, the angry clouds above the tikis. That's parallaxing. Yeah, that was a Sponginator worthy explosion. Wow, they did tone down the shiny objects. Wow. That one used to be like 2,000. Wow. Interesting. I wonder what the decision behind that was. I wonder if that was like them just going, oh, kids play it, or if that was something they wanted to do. The death animations are a little lifeless too. Like, they don't really have there's no effect on them when SpongeBob lands in the water. There's no splash around him. There's no like little texture difference in him hitting the water. There's no rings of literal... There's no splash. There's no splash when he hits the water. So, again, tiny things. Very tiny things that make it lesser than the original, but not a bad experience by any means. Like, if you played this and never played the original, you would probably go, wow, that was kind of odd that there wasn't a splash or something. But it's not a deal breaker, and even then, you might not say that. You might not even notice it or care. So that's why... That looks like a giant cookie now. That's why most of the thoughts that I have in my head and things like that, I'm not really... Even though they're my own thoughts, my own opinions, and I can take them however seriously I want to, not really taking them too seriously. Yeah, really like the sound effects. Even though I prefer some of the original sound effects, Yeah, I'm glad they still have those, like, the whirring and almost like a whistle effect. Glad that stayed. Because that's iconic. Anyone who's played this game for even, like, 5 minutes knows that. And I do like the additions of, like, I don't believe the Duplicatotron had sound effects when it shot stuff out in the original game. So, has them now. Very, very cool. Yeah, getting further and further away from downtown Bikini Bottom. There's the Chum Bucket, the old folks, or the police station. Yeah, momentum is definitely an issue, like, in some respects. Like, if I jump... Might... Okay, that's... odd. That's supposed to normally happen, is you're supposed to get, like, a little bit of knockback when you, land in the water, but it hadn't happened so far, so I thought maybe they took it out? But yeah, that was odd. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about, like, those little last-minute, like, effects of, like, wait, hold on. Yeah, that's the proper use of it. Thank you, game. Anywho, am I gonna have to change the way the camera turns again? Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Goodbye. Yeah, we're just vibing now. This game for me is literally the definition of we're just vibing. Like, I'm having fun, I'm enjoying myself, I'm just running around. This is a great game to show, like, I know what I'm talking about with games. Because, boy, can I just blow through it, and I'm like, I know where that secret is, I know where that secret is. How many socks are in this level? 14. Alright. I know where... I know where 2 more of them are? I know where 3 more of them are, I'm pretty sure. Maybe? Whoa, okay, whoa, whoa. Not a fan of that. The little momentum of, like... So, if I'm hitting an object, in the original game... Alright, can I make this jump? Let's see. Nope, can't. Oh well, at least I'm near the box. In the original game... Man, I hate that there's no animation for that. In the original game, as long as I was on a flat surface, even if the object was moving, and I jumped, full 100% jump. Whereas here, it's like... There's like a weird... I almost have to jump a couple times. To... Yeah, that! What is that? What is this? What? Wow. That's bad. That's like straight up bad.
I feel like a new sponge.
Do not like that whatsoever. Oh, don't. Okay. I was like, I don't want to be at that check.
Just my size.
Really didn't want to be at that checkpoint, but whatever. Yeah, that's never happened. I've never fallen down here. Because there was never... Momentum was never a problem. Before. In such a way. Yeah, I love that there was an achievement for destroying 100 robots. As if that would be a problem. Oh, you... Come on, I just want the shiny objects at this point. You pissed me off. Doesn't sound like those are going to be too hard to get, though, now with the new way they work. Or the adjusted... the adjusted rates to use some of the clams. Wow, I hopped on top of him. That was never an issue. That's major. This moment, because that's going to really affect the way some of the later puzzles and challenges work. Hopefully it doesn't affect them too much. Maybe I just have to keep jumping. Okay, made it. Cool. Never gonna have to deal with that again. Hopefully. Hopefully that's not as much of an issue as it appeared to be. Come on, I want the shiny objects. Yeah, like, why is it not a problem there? Maybe it has something to do with the grass? No? Doesn't seem like it. That's so weird. Oh well. I'm sure it's something that could be easily fixed if people tell Purple Lamp. I don't know what else they're working on. Maybe they're working on a secret remake of the movie game. Who knows? Oh, that? I don't think that's ever hit me before, or affected me, or what. Jump up walls, yeah, I know. Now, how does this look, or work? Whoa! Alright. Not gonna turn around at all. Just gonna immediately throw me around. Cool, that's... Again, momentum. I can't tell if it's... Can't tell if it's just because of the engine, or if it's the way they did the animations, but momentum seems way off with some of this stuff. Not all of it. Most of it's pretty good, but some of those smaller things. So, yeah. Yeah, who knows? Maybe they patch that stuff. That was a major bug. Weird start to an animation. Here we go. Show me how this cutscene looks. It's one of my favorites. Show me how it looks. Show me how he floats. Buzz, 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 buzz. Oh, his nose and the... He looks so good! This whole game looks gorgeous. Have I mentioned that? Have I mentioned how gorgeous this game looks? Yeah, let's fight him. Here we go. Slap him. Yeah, I know, game. It's a boss. Whoa! That animation is way different. Interesting. I kind of like it, but was not prepared for it. Slap me again. Yeah, game, don't do that. I know how to play the game. Is there a tutorial? Gameplay settings. No. Like, game. I know how to play a video game. I know what to do with a boss. I don't really like that the jellyfish pop and go away. I prefer the original, like, they kind of fade off in the distance when you hit them. Maybe that was, again, maybe that was part of the engine or what. Man, those... Oh, now you've really done me dirty. The blue jellyfish are supposed to take 2 hits. Come on. Come on, game designers. What were they thinking? What were they thinking? Come on. Come on. Finishing slap. Yeah, open the curtain. Give me the jelly. Now get the heck out of here. Don't want to see you anymore. Don't want to deal with you anymore. Get the heck out of here. Just wave to him, SpongeBob. Just wave. Bye. Bye. Get the jelly. I know, game. I know. I do like that, because the original game just automatically gave you the jelly. Although I do miss the giant. So, before I get anybody complaining about, like, well, why are you upset about the, like, almost like tutorial style text? Wow, I hate where the camera is for his gliding. Or, sliding. Before I get anybody complaining about, like, well, why are you complaining? There was, big text that covered the screen in the original game. The big text that covered the screen in the original game was like, oh, here's what you do next. Like, well, you've got the jellyfish jelly, now go back to Squidward. Or, hey, you've beaten the time, go back to Mrs. Puff for a reward. Stuff like that. Not like, hey, hit the boss. Hey, hit the boss again. Hey, don't forget to hit the boss. Like, stuff like that, which is super duper annoying, and I'm not really a fan of. 11 out of 14. Okay. I know where one other sock is, at least. I don't know where the other two are. We might have to come back for those. We might just have to do, like, a finishing sock run. Wow, not even a fade on that. Just a hard cut to black. That's disappointing. Hey, Squidward. I got you the jelly.
What if I...
Give me the spatula. And on that note, guys, we have officially beat every area in Jellyfish Fields. Not quite, still got to get the socks, but here's the thing. 2 of the socks, I just remembered, literally right now while I'm speaking to you, I need to come back later with powers. Whereas one of the socks is right there with Patrick, which we'll come back and get that one once we've come back to get the other ones. So yeah, loving things so far. Let's go ahead and go back to Bikini Bottom, and I'll end the episode there. So yeah, loving it so far. Tiny nitpicky issues that make it, that it's, again, it's momentum, it's the way it feels compared to the original, but doesn't really matter because next up, going to downtown Bikini Bottom, baby. And we'll do that in the next episode. So thank you everybody for watching. Like the video if you liked the video, share the video if you want to share the video, subscribe to if you want to. That would just be absolutely, I know I already said it, gonna say it again, that would be sponge-tastic of you. Is he playing his nose like a flute? Well, look at that, he's playing his nose like a flute. I have been Jacob. You have been just absolutely wonderful. Memes. And this has been Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. God, I'm so happy. Thank you everybody for watching. Adios!